Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Thursday night is piano music night. My goodness me. It's been a busy week. I don't know if it has been where you are in the world, but it's been a very busy week where we are in the world. But we're having a good time, and that's the most important thing. So good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you that you're with us tonight. Very kind of you to step in to the chat. We are having a spontaneous Thursday night at the piano. Every Thursday is supposed to be piano and boogie day, and we're just going to have a spontaneous live session. Every 2 weeks we're going to do this, okay? We're going to have a very, too much to eat tonight. We're going to have a very spontaneous bi-weekly, is that what you would say? Every 2 weeks. Every 2 weeks we're going to have one of these, oh look, a tasty beverage. We're going to have one of these spontaneous live events where I will sit at the old piano. Now, we will eventually be back downstairs at the big piano. However, there are 2 reasons that won't work at the moment. One is one of my microphones is broken, so it would be a very mono thing if that was going to happen. And number 2, it's late at night in this part of the world, over here in Germany. It's 10 p.m. and the little one, our little 7-month-old baby, it's her bedtime. So if I'm hammering away at the piano next door to the bedroom, she wouldn't like that very much. But up here in the safety of the Gartshore Gang headquarters music room, it's a little bit quieter, and she doesn't notice it. At least she doesn't hear. She doesn't hear the piano. She just hears the thumping. So it's not too bad. So there we are. So we're going to have some fun again. Floyd Kramer, says Joe. Floyd Kramer. Passing notes. We will at some point look into the world of Floyd Kramer. That's a very fascinating technique that was very fashionable for a while. It goes in and out of fashion. A lot of people tried it over the years. Now, what we're going to do tonight, we're not just going to play around with the piano sound, the classical piano sound. We're going to play around with this sound as well. We're going to play around with some classic electric pianos, and these are the reed pianos that are included in this magnificent kit here, this Kawai MP11, or as Aaron Shaz would say, Kawai not. Excuse the noise in the background, it's not me, it's the ratty old piano stool, which has been replaced. Thanks to our Buy Me a Coffee wish list, we very generously got a new piano stool, and that will be delivered at the weekend. I'm kind of hoping it will be here today, but it'll be here by the weekend, and then I will have a proper piano stool, and I will not be suffering from musicians' piles. Anyway, enough of that. Let's have some electric piano blues. Isn't that a wonderful sound? That reminds me of T-Rex. Things like that from the 1970s. Not that I was around, well I was, not that I was old enough to remember those things, but my dad used to love listening to T-Rex records and Dave Edmunds and all that kind of stuff back in those days. There you are, Jez, that's one for you, Dave Edmunds. And they always had these sort of electric pianos in the background bopping away like that. Now I made a big mistake, ladies and gentlemen. I went lower than that note. That's the lowest note of those electric pianos. They only have 76 keys. You've got to be careful that you remember that when you're playing these things here with 88 keys. That doesn't exist. Never mind. Sounds pretty good, doesn't it? Now this clever piano, you can mix those. Which gives you a very nice sort of 80s style, sort of, we're getting on to sort of Huey Lewis and the News kind of things, aren't we? Which is kind of good fun. But yeah, enough of that. Enough of that. Here's an old, very, very old tune from the 1930s. A touch of the Thelonious Monks there, with some Sunny Side of the Street. Well done for spotting it. Joe got it first. Yeah, great old fun piece of music. Someone asks, hold on, someone said, John Drake is asking why I am playing more likely in the key of C, but the organ is not. That doesn't, does that make sense? I don't know. We play lots of boogie on the piano, so I suppose a lot of boogie is in C major, so that would explain that. Although that piece was in C and B flat at the end there. All right. Let's then, for John Drake, play something in the key of D flat major, which is my favorite key of them all. And let's play a lovely little old ballad in the key of D flat. Very spontaneous. Actually, tell you what we'll do. We'll play it on the funky piano and see what it sounds like. This could sound weird. Actually, hold on. We've got lots of different kinds of. It's a bit over the top. Ooh. Ah. Ooh. Let's have that. All right. There's a. Yeah, this is an old Tyne electric piano, so something like a Fender Rhodes. This would be a more modern Fender. This would be a real sort of late 70s, early 80s Fender. In this case, and it could actually sound quite cheesy. Yeah, let's do that. Right, D flat for John. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I can play around with effects, with strings. What I can do, look at this. If I turn everything else off, I can do it like this. I can press notes here, hold the pedal, press notes, big chords. Check this out. Look at this. I'm just pressing random notes in the key of D flat major. Nothing happens. If I then add my strings. Haha, clever effects. I was playing around with the piano this afternoon and I worked out I could do that. Isn't that cool? Anyway, there you are. That was Body and Soul with a little bit of cheesy Fender Rhodes piano. Now back to the other one we had. That's a sort of, yeah, it's a very different kind of thing. We'll come back to that later. Let's go back to the real piano then. Ooh, automatically C major. Well, what happens in C major? We play boogie woogie in C major. Now, I love playing boogie woogie. I've been doing it for years and years and years and years. I've been doing it since I was, I don't know, how old was I when I started? How old was I when I started playing boogie woogie? I don't actually remember. I'm trying to think. And I can't remember. I can't even think. It's a very, very long time ago. I'm 50 now, so let me see now. I started playing piano when I was awfully young. My great uncle sort of taught me to play a bit of jazz piano when I was very young, 10, 11, 12, something like that. So when did I start playing boogie woogie? I don't know, probably in my teenage years, definitely. And doing it ever since. What's the magic of boogie woogie? I don't know. People love it. People love it. If you have pianos, you know, in public places, stations, public gardens, shopping centres, whatever, and there's a piano there, you will invariably find someone sitting down and playing some boogie woogie at it, and they will have the largest crowd. I wonder why. I'm going to have fun with that string thing tonight. That I found it by accident earlier. Isn't that cool? There you are. It's very warm in this room tonight. I'm surrounded by equipment. Lights there, lights there. I've got another camera here. I should turn that on really, shouldn't I? Hold on. Which one is it? It's that one. Right, there we are. We've got that for later. That's my right hand. On another camera. There's an iMac on over there which is running the audio for this through Logic to the Mo2 audio interface, which in turn is running into the ATEM Mini Extreme thing that's doing the actual streaming, which is, oh my goodness, now I've got my Stream Deck attached to another computer here. That's my normal PC, which is the organ PC. There's the organ there behind me. I've got my laptop here so I don't know why I've got my laptop there, I don't need it. And here I've got my chit-chat monitor, otherwise known as iPad. Gosh, exciting stuff. Hard work indeed. Now, I've forgotten something. This is why I need my laptop. Urza, you haven't reminded me. Urza normally reminds me of things I need to do. Urza. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Click. Ha! Check that out. It's witchcraft. It's magic. And then, what I have to do now, I have to go here. And I have to go here. Ha, 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 ha. Ladies and gentlemen, yes, I must do this. This is very important. If I don't do this, I get shot. That's not a very nice thing to say, but that's what happens if I don't do it. There you go. Ping. And if I pin that message, there it is. Wonderful. Right, ladies and gentlemen, apparently you can buy a ticket to say thank you and oh my goodness, we're having so much fun. What's this? I have an email and it says, I don't know what it says. All right, that has nothing to do with any of us. All right, so who's here tonight? Let's have a look who's here. And we shall do some pin something, says Joe. I just did. Gotcha. I shall take these off. It's very warm in there. Right, I'll put the laptop on the floor actually. There we go. Gosh, that's very professional, isn't it? If only you could see what the rest of this room looked like. It's an absolute disgrace. Right, who's here tonight? 75 people are currently in the chat, and if I nip back over here, oh, that's goodness, we've already had over 300 clicks already, so that's good. So there's a lot of people watching, and a number of you are in the chat. Let's have a look. Let's go back to some of the beginning of the chat and see who's here. Julian Cleek is here, Mike King is here, Jez is here, Cam is here, there's Mike again, there's Max, Matt Leach is here, Alexander is here, hello. Stefan Messer is here, wonderful, hi. Karel is here, that's rather wonderful. Look at this, we're international already, ladies and gents. Michael Becker is here, sorry, Michael Becker, that's a nice German name. Per Tjernström, sorry, I keep getting that wrong. You're here too, wonderful. We're very international tonight, this is exciting. Dave Cook is here, yes. Joe is here, Uncle Joe is here, Mamma Mia. Mamma Mia. I'm not going to bother with Mamma Mia, I'll tell you that for nothing. Right, who else is here? There must be more people. Monica is here, hi Monica. This is fun, you're right, it is. Brian is here, hello Brian. Am I allowed to make jokes about Monty Python? No, I'm not going to do that. Ferry organ music. Hi Ferry, I haven't seen you for a long time. Join us tomorrow night, Ferry, where there's a new organ being presented here on Hauptwerk. Oh yes, a brand new organ is being presented to the world tomorrow. This is very exciting. Kamikaze is here. Hi Kamikaze. Jeff is here. Jeffrey, hello. Not quite my sound. Oh, don't worry, there'll be plenty coming your way soon. Gerhard is here. Jeff is here. Hi Jeff. I saw Jim Cascagnette was here as well. He was off getting wine or something like that. Rainer is here. Hello, Rainer. Rainer's from Bielefeld. Hello. That's nice. Bielefeld, the place that doesn't exist. We have already had John Drake. Hi, John. I just played something in a different key for John. There's Jim. Hello, Jim. Razbaz is here, hiding in the background. Wonderful, wonderful. Who else? Who else? Who else? Xing Shang Shong is here. Elvis Presley is here. Good evening, Your Majesty. Have I forgotten anyone? Have I forgotten anyone? I don't think so. I'm getting down the list here and just making sure I'm not missing anyone out on the way past. If I have Nancy, hello Nancy. Nancy's here from Chicago. That's wonderful. Right, we've got there, we've got you, we've got you, we've got you. Organist, hello. Look what I wandered into. Yeah, look what I wandered into. Ian Walker, hi Ian. Hi Ian. Organist, oh, I just mentioned organist, didn't I? And I think, oh, hold on, who's this? Loiloskop. Bleibe gesund und munter und vergiss nicht deine Frau zu drücken. I shall do that later. Translated, that means stay fit and healthy and don't forget to cuddle your wife. So, ooh, don't worry, I won't. Ooh. Elvis is in the house. Yes, Elvis is in the house. Elvis, we haven't seen Elvis all that regularly recently. Now, ladies and gentlemen, tomorrow, please come back tomorrow. Tomorrow night is going to be an organ concert. And we are featuring a brand new Hauptwerk sample set, a perfectly sampled new digital organ. It's amazing. It's the organ of St. Lambertus Church in Düsseldorf. It's an enormous instrument. It's, I think, one of the largest instruments that's ever been sampled for Hauptwerk, one of the newest, largest ones. It's wonderful. And I've been testing it for the last couple of months. And it's coming out tomorrow, and I am one of the first to play it internationally, so it's coming out tomorrow. And I'm going to do a concert of French romantic organ music. Of course I'm going to do some jazz stuff on it as well. Good God, yes, of course I am. But we're going to have no less than 4 toccatas tomorrow. So join us for lots of toccatas tomorrow. That's going to be good fun. Be careful here. I've got my cable and my glass of water. We had a bit of a malheur with water last week, which I don't think we should do now. Right, back to the music. So there you are, there's some advertising for that. We'll do some ticket check later on. So you just go and buy yourselves lots of little, what does it say? Show your appreciation and donate here. Right, everything that you see around here was somehow funded by members of the Gartshore Gang to make all of this possible. And we are continuing to raise funds for future magnificence, basically. It all gets invested back into the channel one way or the other. Christmas is coming, says Joe. Oh, is that true? Well, I think we have to do some Fats Waller. We'll do Fats Waller Jingle Bells when we get closer to Christmas. That's fine. Fats Waller was very good at this kind of stuff. I'm not. Here's a piece of music in the key of C, especially for John, but it's not a boogie number. It's a piece of music in the key of C. It's one of my favorite pieces of jazz music of them all. It's called, do you know what it means? To piss in your jeans. Or something like that. I will stop doing that at some point, I promise. Do you know what it means to miss New Orleans? And if you're a jazz musician who ever played in a jazz band, you would always call it, you know what it means to piss in your jeans, which is always good fun. No, not that act good fun, but calling it to that is good fun. Anyway. Jeffrey Ford, I'm having to do a 24-hour piss into tub for hospital at the moment. Thank you. That's, what a lovely, lovely thought. Oh my goodness, I'm very sorry to hear that. That sounds quite amazing and quite disgusting. So thank you for that wonderful... But let's move on, I think. Let's move on. Are you not well, Jeff Ford? No, I think he's just doing it for fun, you know, pissing in tubs for 24 hours. Right, let's head back to the 1970s and have some of this kind of music. And what key? Let's have a different key. John Drake's got me going now. We need a different key. We can't just play everything in C. Let's play this one in E flat. Okay, now this is the kind of stuff that our friend Ray Charles might have gotten up to back in the days. And yeah, E flat will work. Yeah, E flat could kind of work. It's yeah, that'll work. Okay, something in E flat major in the style of early Ray Charles. There you go, a little bit of the old Ray Charles kind of, sort of mess around kind of idea. Which is just octaves. Now the trick with the octaves is great fun. What you do is, if you play the piano or you play a keyboard instrument yourself, you might be interested in what I'm about to say. If you're not, then go and get yourself something to drink. Or actually, even better than that, go and sign into your PayPal account and buy a ticket. But yeah, some of the fun things you do, if you play octaves now, most people when they play octaves would use their fifth finger on the bottom note and their thumb on the top note, okay? See, already I'm using other fingers. The trick is, if you do sort of a black note, you'd use finger 4, 5, that's one way of doing it, a sort of white notes, finger 5, black notes, finger 4. Now, Ray Charles himself, he liked, because he was blind, he wanted to sort of eradicate the possibility of making mistakes, especially in the left hand when he was doing this kind of thing. And he would not use his fifth finger at all. He would use fingers 4 and 3 on the bottom note to get some extra power, and his thumb on the top note. So then only his second finger would be sort of in the middle. And it's almost impossible to get some notes, notes in between. Wrong. And he would do that for hours on end. Unbelievable. So if you want to try that yourself, if you're good at doing your boogie-woogie stuff and you're interested in doing that octave kind of boogie-woogie, then try fingers 4 and 3 together on the bottom note, literally together, hammering the bottom note. And also he wouldn't rock between the notes. He would hold the bottom note down. Yeah? He wouldn't do two separate notes like that. He would hold the bottom note down as an anchor, I suppose. And then keep this. Wonderful stuff. Wonderful stuff. I had the pleasure of seeing Ray Charles play many occasions, and fascinating, absolutely fascinating. His left hand was astonishing. Right hand wasn't bad either. Anyway, right, talking about left and right hands, I think nobody was ever better at this kind of thing than a certain Mr. Oscar Peterson. Now, that's a 10th. That means I'm playing this note and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, okay? So if that's note 1, then that is note 10. And my hands can just do that. Okay? They can just do that. Oscar Peterson could do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 is what he claimed. 13 is what he could. That's almost 2 octaves. Now Fats Waller could stretch that as well, a 13th. Rachmaninoff could stretch that as well, a 13th. Unbelievable, huge hands. Huge, huge, huge hands. Now I don't have any of that luxury. And of course, something else Oscar Peterson could do would of course be incredibly fast runs at the top end. And a lot of those runs were stolen from someone called Art Tatum. And I need to shift my position on this chair, otherwise my bottom is going to fall asleep again, which is dangerous. For that little run, you need 2 fingers. 2 fingers, 1 and 3, and you just go like that. If you want to use 3 fingers, then you get a pentatonic scale. If you want to do something very clever, Russ Conway could stretch a 10th, I think. That's one of my favorite Oscar Peterson runs. It's very difficult to do, and if you practice it for years and years and years, eventually you will be able to do it. I can't. There we are. You can do it in 3 keys, and of course in C. Whew, very difficult stuff, but good fun, and it's good for showing off as well. It's a kind of, Fats Waller used to do this. That kind of stuff, or either from above or from outside towards the inside. That kind of stuff, yeah? So, Yeah, if you want to play really fast piano, there's a very simple technique to do it. I'm not going to tell you how to do it today. We're going to work on that together. Jim can reach an 11th. Oh, I'm jealous, Jim. If you're listening on headphones, you can hear the pedal noise. Let's play something bluesy and slow and relaxing. I'm in the mood for something slow and relaxing. Bye-bye, Jeff. Jeff's about to leave us to go and make a tasty beverage for someone who must be obeyed. Oh, someone who must be obeyed. Yes, that's usually the missus. Yes, there we are. That was a nice little piece of music just to calm everything down a little bit. When you're doing concerts on a piano, it's very difficult to, well, very different. Playing a concert on the organ. On the organ, you spread your energy over all four limbs. And on the piano, you're very much limited to two. And, you know, if you're bashing about on a piano all the time, especially if you're doing stride or boogie or something that's a very sort of left-hand intensive kind of thing, it's, you know, it does take it out on you eventually. Years ago, when I was on tour with bands, you know, we'd be doing this every night, all night. And I had muscles here like Popeye. And the funny thing was, everyone used to take the mickey out of me because my left arm had a big sort of Popeye style muscle here, and my right hand didn't. And everyone thought I was up to something else to get that kind of stuff going. But never mind, there you are. Yes, anyway, let's ignore that. Let's ignore that. Right, what's happening here? We've got some new people here in the chat. Right, let's just go back a little bit and see who else is here. Biozine. Hello, Biozine. I don't recognize that name, at least I don't think so. Good evening. Tell us about yourself, Biozine. These international names of mystery. We don't know who you are. Animal, vegetable, mineral, male, female, otherwise we know nothing. Hello, Biozine. Right, Uza's here. Hi, Uza. Sorry, I caught you earlier. The blue-eyed cat is here. Hello, blue-eyed cat. Right, and Jim Construction 11th apparently. Well, you know what they say about men with big hands. Big gloves. So there you are, that's that. Ivy is here as well. Hi, Ivy, that's lovely. And Joshua Krentz is here. First time catching a live Boogie and Blues. Sounds so amazing. Thank you very much, Joshua. That's very kind indeed. Ken Leach is here from New Zealand. Hi, Ken. All the way down in New Zealand. I hate saying down in New Zealand, but when you're stuck in this part of the world, it's what you're used to saying. Ladies and gentlemen, did you know that the world as we know it is actually, if you see it properly from space, north, south, and things like that, it's actually the other way around. That what we call the southern hemisphere is on top. But because the imperialists of old decided that their countries were more important than others, they decided that the top part of the world should be that. And so it's actually the other way around in real life. Then I bet you didn't know that, and probably didn't care either. Who else is here? Andrew here. Andrew Prince is here. Hi, Andrew. That's lovely. Ah, so many wonderful people here this evening. 71 of you in the chat, and hold on, let me have a quick look at this. Oh God, I need to bend. My stomach prevents me from bending. Oh, we've got 389 clicks so far. That's good. That's not many more than it was earlier. Manfred. Hello, Manfred. Good evening to you too. Rotate the command module. Yeah, something like that. Something like that. Exciting stuff. Yes, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Right, let's have a looky at the old... I can use my mobile phone for this. Look, I've got so many devices here. What a luxury. Have we had any tickets this evening so far? We have had a couple of tickets this evening. Let's have a look. Who's been generous tonight? Stefan. Thank you, Stefan. Thank you, Stefan. That's very kind indeed. Who this? Yun. Hello, Yun. Hello, do you have another name? Yun is here, and Yun is not in the chat, I don't think so. Ooh, thank you very much indeed, very kind indeed. Who this? Andrew Prince, thank you very much, Andrew. And who's this? Jan as well, that's very kind as well. Jan, thank you very much indeed. Oh, hold on, stop, there's more. Jez, thank you, Jez, very kind. And who's the? And Alexander, thank you, Alexander. Oh my goodness, thank you very much indeed. Oh, we've got quite a few there already. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tickets this evening so far. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. That's very kind of you indeed. And what's happening here? Joe Humans is sending me lots of hearty pictures. That's very kind. Joe and I keep in touch regularly, privately as well. Shh, don't tell anyone. Don't tell anyone. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, Uzamayo got it there. You can join our WhatsApp group. WhatsApp channel, that's it, which is a sort of a one-way messaging service where I say we because Vanessa has access to it as well. Vanessa and I can post things that are coming up and doing things. We're working on it, you know, we're playing around with it, and we will be posting more on there in the future. So if you want to join us, Uza, can you pop that link up again, please? That would be very kind. Thank you very much. And yeah, let's do that. Exciting things. Ching, ching, ching. That's Count Basie. Actually in D flat. Count Basie had quite small hands, and he could only stretch a tenth in his left in his right hand on D flat like that. Very cool. There you are. I bet you didn't know that. Useless information. Now, we don't do very much in a minor key, so let's do something different in a minor key. There we are. Thank you, Oza. Very kind. Thank you very much. Yeah, join the WhatsApp group. Doesn't cost anything, and it's anonymous. I don't know who's in there. You don't know who else is in there either. So it's very anonymous. I don't know. Interesting stuff. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. If you don't try, you'll never know. So there you are. That was kind of, I found a new baby, kind of. But didn't quite work the way I wanted it to. But hey, if you don't, no risk, no fun, ladies and gentlemen. Eh? Right. Now let me have a little look. Someone's talking about 91 keys. What's that all about? Did you know I beg your pardon? Your lady has 91 keys and not 88. What are you talking about? I wonder. I beg your pardon. Oh, we're being dirty now and talking about bedrooms. Tut tut. Be nice, people. Now, this piano could have more than 88 keys as well. It could be. Let me show you this. This is amazing. We could turn it into a Bösendorfer. What I'm doing is I'm taking a note and I'm adding an octave below. Ooh, isn't that cool? And that's like a Bösendorfer. Bösendorfer would go all the way down to a... That's it. Cameron's got it. The Imperial Grand. Wonderful, 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 wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful. There you are, Mr. Lawrence Welk, back again. And it's... This is a very interesting piece of kit. I'm playing 2 octaves at once here in the lower end. What I can also do, of course, is play more octaves in the upper range. Which sounds like exactly 32-foot piano. There you go, organist got it. And this is the opposite. I'm now going up a way, and this is where this sounds incredibly, incredibly cool. So you're playing this and this all at the same time, doubling up. And what you can do more. You can double up, instead of 1 octave, you can go up 2 octaves, which gives you, come on, this kind of... Cha-cha-cha, which gives you that kind of stuff. Which is kind of cool, isn't it? You can do all that kind of stuff. Victor Borge. Victor Borge. Right, Joe, you're on. Victor Borge. My favorite Victor Borge. If you get the joke, you win a prize. night and day. You are the one. That's it. You got it, Joe. Night and Day Moonlight Sonata. That's the one. That was one of Victor Borge's finest musical jokes. I thought that was wonderful. First time I heard that, I thought that was amazing. Yes, good old Victor Borge. He was one of a kind, definitely one of a kind. A very, very talented musician. Was going to be an amazing concert pianist out in the big world, and he decided, you know what, that's so much work learning all that repertoire and just doing what all other concert pianists do. Why shouldn't I just have some fun with it? And that's what he did, and oh my goodness, became one of the most successful artists ever. He was introduced to the American audience by who introduced Victor Borge to the American audience? I bet none of you American people know that. I wonder. Let's find out. Do you know that? Let's see if you know. Cole Porter, Night and Day. Cole Porter is wonderful. In olden days, a glimpse of stocking was looked on as something shocking. Now heaven knows, anything goes. Anyway, there, Bob Ross, Ed Sullivan, nope, Art Linkletter, nope, Isaac Stan, it definitely wasn't Isaac Stan. It was Dean Martin, believe it or not. Dean Martin first introduced Victor Borge to the American audiences. And it was so successful, everyone caught on after that. So good old Dean Martin did it again. Dean Martin did so many wonderful things. Thoroughly Modern Millie. No, I don't think she introduced anybody to it. Yeah. I like this. What do you think of the piano, by the way? It's pretty good, isn't it? Let's go back to the fun stuff and let's have one of those 1970s kind of sort of boogie-styly things. But we're going to do a minor key, this one. What key shall we use? Let's have a boogie in G minor. I love old things like that. There's kind of something about, I don't know, 60s and 70s British television shows. What you need is a harpsichord, really. Is there a harpsichord on here? There you are, there's a harpsichord here. Hold on. Ha 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 ha! A harpsichord. And there's something about that sound. Jazz, you'll remember it. There was a piece of music, there was a show, what was it called? It was in D minor. What was it? What was that? Oh, are there more? No, that's crap. Nope. No, we want that. Doesn't sound very good up there, does it? Danger Man. Yellowbird, you got it right. Danger Man. It was it. What was it? No. No, what was it? Danger Man. Ah, that's going to annoy me now. That was it. Something, that was it. That was it. D minor. That was it. That was it. That was the bass line. Oh, amazing stuff, that. Good stuff. Lurch. Yeah, Lurch would do all that kind of stuff as well, wouldn't he? The Prisoner with Patrick McGoohan. Yes. And anything with the Avengers, when something was going... not the modern Marvel Avengers, the proper 1960s Avengers with John Steed and Purdy and all that kind of... It was all sorts of... all that kind of stuff, yeah? Lots of whole tone scales. All that kind of stuff. Greatest... the Avengers, there you are, Biozine, you got it, you're right. It is a wonderful theme tune. I'm going to do a night of theme tunes soon on the organ. I can't think of it at the moment, but yes. Joshua got to go to a meeting. It's a bit late for that, isn't it? I have the PDF. I have the PDF. Did you just send it to me, my friend? I think you might have. Let's have a look. Oh, I like that. Listen to that. Ooh, lots of harpsichord noises. We like harpsichord noises. Do I have an email? I don't. All right. Well, obviously, I might at some point get an email from Yellowbird. Kind of cool. Cool. I look forward to that. The Avengers. Ha 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 ha. Late as a relative term. In my world, it's never late. If you have a 7-month-old baby, then it's never late. Ay, ay, ay. Then again, I'm a night person anyway. So that's that. Oh well, none of that there, right. Hold on a moment. Let me just double check something else while I'm at it. There's another email account I can check, you see, and I probably should click. Is it there? No, it's not. But what's this? A virtual thank you from Monica. Thank you very much, Monica. That's very kind of you. Thank you. An extra ticket on the way past. Thank you very much. That's very kind. Very kind. So what are we up to tonight? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7. An extra ticket. Thank you. Very kind. Let's have a little dig in there. Right. Actually, no. I want to keep my eye on what's going on here. The streams of old. Oh. Yellowbird, I sent it last year. That's long gone. That's disappeared into the ether. That will be long gone. Anyway, back to me strings. Brilliant. Mrs. Peel. Oh, Matt Leach. Now yes, we're getting into the naughtiness. Now we know that Matt Leach is into sort of tight, leathery combos. Can we hear Love is Blue? I'm sure we can. Let me see if I can find the music. It'll be in my book of everything, I'm sure. Hold on, let's have a look. Love is Blue, he says. Let's have a look. There's L and there's M. Right, let's go back. Love is Blue. Love for Sale. Don't have Love is Blue in there for some reason. All right, you'd have imagined it would be there. If you can find a quick PDF, anyone, I will very happily try to play that. Let's play this one on the way past, though. I know we played that recently in an organ one, so let's not do that. Let's play this. Put some funny chords on it and see what happens. Lunch is just around the corner. A touch of, I don't know what that was. I don't know. The ghost of Errol Garner decided to jump in there, I think, and do something. I don't know why the music jumped as well, so I don't know what was going on there. What you've got to do when you play music like that is just eventually sort of play the spaces in between the notes and see what happens. All good fun. All good fun. Do I have an email with anything? Oh, I do. What film was that from? That's the one. That's the very one. High Wire by Edwin Astley. I say, my name is Edwin Astley. Doesn't sound like the kind of person who would compose a piece of music like that, does it? Right, I'll dig that one out for next time. Thank you very much. Ha. Right, let me pop that in my amazing piece of kit there. That'll be good fun. Thank you. I look forward to that. Playing around with that. Yeah, cool. Oh, what's this? A ticket, ladies and gentlemen. Joe! Uncle Joe. Thank you very much, Uncle Joe. That's because we did Victor Borger, I'm guessing. Thank you, Uncle Joe. That's very kind indeed. Oh, by the way, Uncle Joe, Vanessa has promised to write you an email in German. So get your translating hat on and get ready to enjoy that. Should be some fun there. Right, ladies and gentlemen. Well, okay, we're moving forwards. I like it a lot. So we've had some, what have we had tonight? We've had some Errol Garner, which is very difficult to do. We're not going to have any, we could, yeah, we kind of need a sort of a band for that. We need a bit of a trio for that, so that's not going to work. I'm not even going to say what it was going to be. That's something very different. We can do that some other time. I think I shall have to practice that. I'm not going to dig around my jazzy book tonight because that's most of the night. Let's get back to the chat so I can see what's going on here. I'm missing out on some chit-chat. And I don't like missing out on chat. I do apologize. Let's see how we're getting on here. The Wizard of Oz, Nancy got it right. I do. That was the lion when he was, that was the cowardly lion doing all sorts of exciting things. If we ever spend time together, literally physically time together, and we're not doing music, we're just sort of sitting about having a drink and chatting about, then we're going to have, there's all sorts of fun and games involving old films, old television shows, old comedy programs, old radio shows, and all that kind of stuff. My brain is full of nonsense and quotes from all these old things. So, very strange place indeed. No birthdays today? I don't think so. Birthdays we tend to do at the weekend anyway, Jim. So, we'll work it out. Good night, Mike. Mike King is leaving the building. Let's just have a boogie. knew the microphone was on the whole time. Oh, I left the microphone on. You can probably hear me breathing and, I don't know, burping and farting and doing whatever I do while I'm playing. Apparently Gerhard Flink is going to bed now without farting. That's what that says in German there. Jez, thank you very much. I saw that. And that's a very strange email address there, Jez. I didn't recognize it at first, so I won't ask. La la da 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 dee da da dee. Don't recognize that bit. Ah, there we go. Dee da dee da 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 dee 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 ba ya ba dan dee. Right da dee 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 da ya da dan dan. Oh, very good. Red, red, my eyes are red. Crying for you, alone in my bed. That might account for the big muscles in the left arm. Green, green, my jealous heart. I doubted you and... Oh, page missing. End of preview. Oh. End of preview. Right, well, that's fine. So we've got half of the chorus of Love is Blue. Can I remember how the middle bit goes? And then, how does the middle bit go? I can't remember how the middle bit goes. Oh, all right, Jez. Well, that's half a tune is better than no tune at all. Tell you what, Jez, I will dig that out for tomorrow night and we'll play it on the new magnificent big machine. Tomorrow night's organ, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, is enormous. Oh, Jez sent it to both emails. All right, well, once will do. When I've got this thing out and about, then all emails can be read, so that's rather handy. Ooh, exciting. I wonder. Can I think of the rest of it? And then it does something else. Who in hell do you want? Gmail. Green Acres. Jez said he can sing it to me. Well, if you sing loud enough, I might be able to hear it all the way from... If the wind is coming in the right direction. And then, no, where does it go? Go some of that. I can't remember where it goes there. There's long notes in the middle. How does it go? Can't remember. My brain won't do it. Last time we did a piano live stream like this, we played some music by Fats Waller and we played Honeysuckle Rose. Did I play Ain't Misbehaving? I don't think I did, so it's time to do that today. Ladies and gentlemen, Ain't Misbehaving, and as Fats would say, and I ain't either. I'll leave the microphone on so you can hear my noises. I'm not quite Errol Garner with the noises. goodness me him. Touch of the old Fats Wallace there. Louis Jordan. The thing with Louis Jordan is you just keep doing that the whole time. Now, Louis Jordan, there's something about that. Now, Louis Jordan did that back in the 1940s. Louis Prima did that in the 1960s, but Louis Prima did it slightly differently. Slightly differently. Let's see if we can work it out. This is the Louis Jordan style. We've got to get the right key again. Louis Jordan would have been A flat. Concentrate. Okay, that would be your style for Louis Jordan. There ain't nobody here, for Joe and his farm, there ain't nobody here but us chickens. There ain't nobody here at all. I can't hear myself sing, so I'm not going to bother. That would be Louis Jordan. Now Louis Prima, on the other hand, would be slightly different. Recognize the difference? I hope so. And then years later, there was something called the ska movement that came from Jamaica and then to London, basically, or Birmingham, and became ska. And this is wonderful. I love it. All these little differences. It's all the same music, it's all the same notes, and all in the same order, but just a different style and a ever so slightly different accompaniment. It's very clever. We'll go into all these musical styles. One day, we're starting a podcast soon, and we're going to go into all sorts of things. All sorts of things like anecdotes from my bizarre life, all the way to musical stuff and things like that. Basically, you know, the difference between Louis Jordan and Louis Prima, which is rather interesting. All right, now it's getting late and I can see a lot of people are leaving us. Sent Love is Blue. Thank you, Yellowbird. I will check that out when it arrives. Well, there's an email in that account. Let's have a look. What's that? It's not. What's that then? Oh, apparently I paid for Netflix today. Oh, that's good to know. Good. I paid for Netflix. That means we get to watch crap on the iPad. That's fine. The Gartshores we don't have a television. We don't watch sort of television. We don't have, we don't have a television signal. We don't watch any of that. The only thing we watch would be some Netflix stuff, maybe some Amazon Prime series, that kind of thing. That's it. We don't have time for a television. We're in the mood for Fats Waller, weren't we? Well, I was. And here's my favourite one from old. This would be one for Razbaz, but I think Razbaz has left us, although I suspect he's lying in bed with headphones on listening to us. He knows this one. ladies and gentlemen, you're all mad, and I love you all. Minnesota fat swallow, yes, that's one of the best ones we've ever had. Omega-3 fat swallow, that would be too good, you're right. Low fat swallow, oh dear, 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 we're losing it, ladies and gentlemen. Very worrying. Isn't this cool when you get your strings and your piano down in the bass here? Then I can turn the piano off and just do stringy stuff. Sounds like Roger Whittaker intro to a song. Oh God, I shall stop that immediately then. Nothing wrong with Roger Whittaker. Now he's dead. I'm sorry, that's wrong. Well, folks, it's getting very, very, very close to... oh, Joe likes the strings. Of course you like the strings. Quite a good sound that, isn't it? Considering it's a very... Okay, let's have a final piece of music linking this and this. So both of those together. The resonance and the response. It's a very, very interesting instrument to play because the keyboard is so authentic. It's unbelievable. It's very heavy. But so is a real kawaii concert piano. It's very, very heavy. Now, because it's heavy, that means I love it because I'm a basher. I don't play lightly. I've been playing most of my life in jazz, blues, rock bands and all that kind of thing. So, you don't play sort of very sort of sensitive stuff. You can. And if you really get down into the keys with lots of weight, let me get rid of that. When you can really get deep, deep, deep into the keys and, get some very sensitive playing, which I think is rather cool. And when you consider you can play very, 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 very gently with lots of weight. Let me get the proper classical weight into it. There we go. That's better. Ha 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 ha, lovely. And then at the same time you can absolutely bash the living daylights out of it, which is more my style. So it's brilliant, yeah. All right, let's mix the real piano with our Wurlitzer reedy piano and come up with some sort of fun little boogie number for the end of the night. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us for our spontaneous piano night tonight. We'll be doing this every 2 weeks, so do join us. It's good fun. And believe it or not, it's less work than creating a polished, edited video. Believe it or not. So this is, yeah, everything about it is good. All the pedals, the soft pedals, the sostenuto pedal, everything about it is absolutely wonderful. I love it. I love it. I love it. We were laughing without Fat Swallow. Why not? All right, let's have a final boogie woogie, a nice upbeat Chicago-style boogie woogie. So anyone from the Chicago area should recognize this. From the 1930s, a nice upbeat Chicago boogie. A 1, a 2, a 1, 2, 3. It's coming up to midnight, ladies and gentlemen, so we're going to... Yes, it is still on. So we're going to finish for now. Sign off with our old... Bye-bye, blues. Good fun. And don't forget, tomorrow night, Friday night, is organ music night with the magnificently sampled organ of St. Lambertus in Düsseldorf. Believe me, it's amazing, okay? I know I say that a lot, but this one is truly absolutely amazing. There will be no less, ladies and gentlemen, than 4 toccatas. None of them Bach, all of them French. I wonder what that could be. It sounds like Thomas the Tank Engine, doesn't it? It is, isn't it? There you are, ladies and gentlemen, that was Thursday night is organ music night. Where's Ringo and his speak? Thomas the Tank Engine. I used to be able to do a fairly good Ringo impression, but not tonight, ladies and gentlemen. That's it. Thank you for watching. See you tomorrow.